Hello again. When we talk about new habits, we're actually referencing a current book called Atomic Habits, which is really based in the same science as Take a Breath. We're looking at making new healthy habits versus the stressful, anxiety-producing habits that many of us have in our day. And this works. This is a great way to do that. And we use our acronym, BRAVE: breathe, relax, allow, visualize, and empower. Within that powerful acronym are the steps to changing out of a stress response into a relaxation response, and then the potential that comes with that in the last two parts of the acronym, visualize and empower. But we have to start with breathe, breathing first, but not just breathing, but feeling the breath. We have to feel the actual sensation of the breath, and we'll walk you through that. So you always start with the core breath. That's that first breath. Another breath I enjoy is called the straw breath, an anxiety-reducing breath, in through the nose and slowly out through the mouth, as if you're breathing out through a straw. And you can start those simple breaths and incorporate them into your day as much as you can in the beginning. Those are a very powerful tool for changing old breathing habits and patterns. And then we move on to the full acronym, and the best way to work on that is using BRAVE at night before bed. So that gives you the chance to work through each piece of the acronym and then build some momentum. There's a learning that happens as you step through each of those. Then you have the tools to move on. That's where it really takes off. Then you can begin to incorporate these practices into your day anytime. And I like to say, if I don't do a practice during the day, then I'll use my go to bed time as a chance to at least get that practice in, to keep that momentum going of this new way of being. So we want you to recognize there's an opportunity here to look for places where you want to bring this practice in your day. Once you have the momentum, you've worked through the acronym, you understand what we're practicing, then look for places to use it, maybe before or after an activity or a project, or maybe an old stressor, something you know you want to begin to change that pattern. You can use this willfully before or after that activity. Maybe to reset yourself after an upsetting event. Maybe to even fend off, those of us that have dealt with anxiety, to fend off anxiety when you know there's an activity or something coming that creates the normal anxiety response. Peak performance, that's very powerful in the performance fields, whatever that might be, to use these practices to change the state of the body-mind. And then dealing even with a special ailment or injury, something you're working with, might be chronic even, as this practice can help you release the stress around that condition. The condition will be whatever it is, and yet, as many of us know, there's the stress of having whatever that is, and this helps you deal with that. So some really powerful tools. You start to look for ways you could integrate it, and then repetition, repetition, repetition. That's where this process really takes off, and you have the tools to do that. All right, let's get started.